damage here unless he counters it. Oh, we're gonna put that on top. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game. Today we're playing best of 3 mono red, and I know you want to stop me right there. You're already going down into the comments. You're gonna say best of 3 doesn't work with mono red, but today it does, you guys. This deck is created and piloted by Beelze. He took it to number 8 in the Mythic rank just recently, so it's definitely working. It's definitely very powerful. We've got the sideboard guide for you as well. So you guys, if you want to play best of 3, you like mono red, you've been burning your way up the rank so far, you want to switch it up, check this out. You're going to only expand upon your skill set by playing best of 3. It's where all the pros are at anyways. So we're going to take a look at the deck list, go through the strategy, get into some gameplay footage, and then come full circle with some closing thoughts. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you find value in this video. You can also send it out to a friend. Hit that bell icon once you've subscribed. Join our Discord, and we're also live on Twitch every single morning at 6 a.m. PST, so we'd love to catch you there. Thanks for watching. Let's get into it. This deck looks just like every other red deck, basically, and every other deck based on the fact that it has Bonecrusher Giant. I think Bonecrusher Giant is in the majority of decks. That is the most played card right now in the meta. So get yourself some Bonecrusher Giants if you have the rare suspend and don't have them yet. Definitely a great buy as a beginner. Fervent Champion. This is a 1/1 with first strike and haste. Whenever Fervent Champion attacks, another target attacking knight you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Equip abilities you activate that target Fervent Champion cost 3 less to activate. We have 4 copies of Grim Initiate, another 1/1 with first strike, and when he dies, amass 1. This means we're going to bring a 1/1 zombie token into the battlefield. If we already have a 1/1, amass will make it a 2/2 instead of bringing in an additional 1, and then that will proceed ad infinitum. We have 4 copies of Scorch Spitter, another 1/1. Whenever Scorch Spitter attacks, it deals 1 damage to the player or planeswalker it's attacking. Moving on to our 2-drops, we have 4 copies of Robber of the Rich. This is a 2/2 with reach and haste. Whenever Robber of the Rich attacks, if defending player has more cards in hand than you, exile the top card of their library. During any turn you attacked with a rogue, you may cast that card and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast that spell. We have 3 copies of Runaway Steamkin. This is a 1/1. Whenever you cast a red spell, if Runaway Steamkin has fewer than 3 1/1 counters on it, put a 1/1 counter on it. Remove 3 1/1 counters from Runaway Steamkin and add 3 mana to your pool. Moving on to our 3-drops, we do have Bonecrusher Giant, which has a 2-cost instant adventure tag to it called Stomp. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Stomp deals 2 damage to any target. And then Bonecrusher as the creature is a 4/3, and whenever Bonecrusher Giant becomes the target of a spell, Bonecrusher Giant deals 2 damage to that spell's controller. We have 4 copies of Anax Hardened in the Forge, a 0/3. However, Anax power is equal to your devotion to red, and whenever Anax or another non-token creature you control dies, create a 1/1 red satyr creature token with this creature cannot block. If the creature had power 4 or greater, create 2 of those tokens instead. We have 4 copies of Light Up the Stage. This has a spectacle cost for 1, meaning if you've dealt damage this turn, you can pay the spectacle cost rather than its converted mana cost up top in the right hand corner. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. We have 3 copies of Torbran, Thrane of Red Fell. This is a 2/4, and if a red source you control would deal damage to an opponent or permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage +2 instead. Moving on to our 6-drop, we have Embercleave, 3 copies of this. It has flash, and this spell costs 1 less to cast for each attacking creature you control. Whenever Embercleave enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has double strike and trample. The equip cost once it's already on the battlefield is 3. We have 4 Castle Embereth, which we can tap for 3, and itself for 4 total. Creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn, and then 19 Mountains. Like I said earlier, this is a best of 3 video, so we do have a pretty groovy sideboard. It consists of 2 Claim the Firstborn, gain control of target creature with mana converted mana cost 3 or less until end of turn. Untap that creature, it gains haste until end of turn. Red Cap Melee. Red Cap Melee deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If a non-red permanent is dealt damage this way, you sacrifice a land. Chandra's Pyrohelix. Chandra's Pyrohelix deals 2 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets. Embereth Shieldbreaker. This has Battle Display tag to it. It's a sorcery for 1. Destroy target artifact. And then it's a 2/1 creature for 2, Unchained Berserker. Another 2-drop, a 1/1 with protection from white. Unchained Berserker gets +2/+0 as long as it's attacking. 3 copies of Chandra's Allochite of Flame. This is a planeswalker that comes into the battlefield with 4 loyalty counters on it. A 0 ability of put a loyalty counter on each red planeswalker you control, which you'll never use. Another 0 ability of create 2 1/1 red elemental creature tokens. They gain haste, sacrifice them at the beginning of your next end step. Probably primarily what you'll use. And then -2, you may cast a target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard with converted mana cost 3 or less. If that card would be put in your graveyard this turn, exile it instead. And we might just use this. And we also have a single copy of Experimental Frenzy for 4. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play the top card of your library. You may not cast spells from your hand. And you can pay 4 to destroy Experimental Frenzy, allowing you to recast spells from your hand. So that's the deck list, guys. Let's take a look and talk a bit about the strategy. The deck strategy is simple, you guys. It's an aggro deck. You've all played red. You know what's up. Put the creatures out, tap them sideways, slam your opponent. Ideally, you hit turn 3 Anax, turn 4 Embercleave. That's the play, you guys. You know it. You've been hit with it so many times. You've been raging on the message boards, just crunched over like trolls, yelling to ban Anax. Anyways, you guys, you're going to take advantage of it today. You're going to be the one abusing it, and you're going to be the one climbing rank. So, as far as the strategy goes, get these 1-drops out. Get the 2-drops out. Get the 3-drops out. Embercleave, right? Castle Embereth is a great land to pump everybody, get that finishing damage in if you need. Torbran is a great card to withhold in your hand, especially if you have an Anax on the field, because Anax is going to make all those tokens. Then you can Torbran, then boom, your opponent's dead with all of that 3/1 damage. Robber of the Rich is very nice against control decks, right? If you can take those key cards off the top from them, there's no better feeling than that. And maybe even some of those rare lands that they like so much, right? Let's scoop those out. We all know that Steamkin ramps and is another great target for Embercleave if you do not have an Anax. Anax and Embercleave are so powerful because of the devotion factor. Embercleave is 2 red devotion, and then you get a +1/+1. So it buffs it by 3 as what it was before it entered the battlefield. Again, Scorch Spitter is a house. Once Torbran hits the field, it's dealing 3 damage when it's pinging, and then 3 damage when it attacks. That's absolute madness. Grim Initiate is just really good value from the Amass. If it dies with Anax on the field, you're going to get the 2 1/1 tokens, which is really cool as well. That's basically it. If you have all the 1/1 tokens and no Torbran, Thrane of Red Fell, hit your Castle Embereth, right? Pump everybody up. Bonecrusher Giant's great removal, right? Make sure you kill his Ajani's, anything that you can kill with Bonecrusher Giant. Do that. You can tag Bonecrusher Giant in with Fervent Champion's First Strike or Grim Initiate's First Strike, because if you do it during combat and you can get their defense down to 1, you will be able to kill them with First Strike and stay alive. So that's a nice little trick there as well. When we talk about our sideboard, you guys, it really depends what we're playing against. I do have the sideboard linked in the description below if you want to check that out for yourself. It covers Bant, Clover, Reclamation, Fires, Rakdos Sacrifice, Blue-White Control, Mono-Red, and Sultai. It's going to tell you what to put in and what to take out. You can see the sideboard guide right here. I do have it linked in the description below. This is Belly's tweet. Popped Mythic 500XX, currently in a 12-0 win streak. That's absolutely crazy. He's got a picture at number 10 here, and he did reach number 8. So this man is a beast. Here's your sideboard guide, you guys. It's a lot to go through in a single video, but I wanted to let you know that it is there. It does exist. And when you play best of 3 with this deck, just have that open in the side window. And then once you're playing, you can be like, okay, I'm playing a Bat deck. This is my sideboard. This is what I do. And then as you continue to do this, you're going to learn that, and it's going to become wired in your brain as a reflex, and you're going to become an even better Magic player than you were yesterday. Remember, guys, if you're not failing, you're not learning. That's all for this video. Make sure to watch our gameplay footage and then check out our closing thoughts once we do come to them. Again, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Send this video to a friend if you think they're going to find some value in it. Hit that bell icon. Check us out on Twitch every single morning, 6 a.m. PST. And then jump in our Discord to join one of our many community events. We've got over $3,000 in prizes shuffled around our many community events, contests, and giveaway tab on the left if you want to check that out, right? Link for everything in the description below, you guys. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate your continued time and attention, for without it, I would not be here. So, with all of that being said, I've rambled on way too long. Let's get into the footage. We always like to play first. One land's not enough. Are you joking me? One land is not enough. I'm not sure if it heard us say that. Big time ouchies. Our opponent's already berating us as well. To race to Anax. We definitely don't pull a land. We don't pull a land here, it's just a scoop. I'm done with it. Bonecrusher makes a good Embercleave target. Ooh, he gets his land too. He can now play the Rimrock Knight. Go straight into Anax. Ugh. Gross. I'm killing his Anax, unless the Anax blocks a 1/1. All right, down to 6. Ugh, it's not good though. Here comes our Embercleave. For 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Good game. All right, 3 Steamkins go out. 3 Torbrans go out. And 1 Cleave goes out. 1 light up the stage, and we're putting in claim the firstborn times 2, red cap melee times 4, Pyro Helix, and a frenzy. Good God. We even played first, so this is not good. Alright, you guys, we got this. Well, it's better than no land. We have Robert, so I like that. We eat a land, that's nice. All attacks here if we can get him through. Yeah, red decks are tough. We've been losing so much today to them that I decided I just needed to jump in on it. And you know, we're getting punished for doing just that. Even our internet doesn't want to partake in red decks. It's just like, stop! And then it shuts off. So now we're just sitting here dead. Let's let it rip. Arena is back. I'm screwing around my stand. I have to apologize. Or I'll have to apologize. And yeah, at least it came back. Yeah, it's just a baby cleave. We'd rather keep our creature. How come we weren't able to instant that? Oh, we can't play from our hand. Oof! Of course we double land. Oh, we could have killed him there. What were we thinking? Ah. We should have taken it with the enchantment. Let's see what happens here.
Let's just beat him the old-fashioned way. I want to take it. No, let's just kill it. Let's be smart. We can hit with 9 with the castle. Bonecrusher Giant does suck, but whatever. Alright. Going to game 3. We already have our sideboard figured out. We brought in Frenzy, which did not work for us, and we took out our Steamkins. So hopefully we can figure that all out. Alright. Holding on. Our opponent gets to go first. We really want Bonecrusher Giants in our hand. And 2 to 3 land. I can't keep 1 land again, you guys. That's not happening. Tossing our robber, choosing to keep the land. Hopefully we don't draw a land. Then we should have kept our robber. Alright. We also need something to exile his Anax. No light at the stage for you, my friend. Three Bonecrusher Giants are pretty good against another red deck. Let's toss one in. Double Anax is really nice. Needs to Chandra them. Sorry, Scorching Dragonfire. That's what I was thinking of. So hopefully he doesn't drop an Anax. No, A-okay. There's no way he has 2 Scorching Dragonfires. That would be so cool. Like, that guy would be jumping in his chair if he had both of them in his hand. No way. Okay. You get the tokens, could be worse. 1 token. Let's just keep field clear. Right? Plays anything with haste, we're gonna step on that as well. We do need another red cap. Anything really? We're gonna step him here. It brings our giant into exile, allows us to play our frenzy. Hopefully we get a 1-drop off the top. No, it's a land. So, here's his light at the stage. He already has an Anax, so I'm not too sure. Maybe some 1-drops. Let's play from our deck. Anax is so good here. Now we're going to see the removal hit us before our Anax is on the field. Oh, another land. And then another 1-drop. Oh, man, we're on a run. That is nice. Kills our Anax. That's to be expected, if we're being honest in this situation. Our internet is just in and out, you guys. My apologies to our opponent. Trying my best to keep it online. There we go. As long as we can finish this match, we're gonna be okay. One of the reasons I don't often play a ton of best of 3 is my internet issues. Okay, so Anax in the house. Wants to hit for 3. Should probably block it and just mitigate as much damage as we can. Right, we still get the 1/1 out of it. Playing from the top. Oh, double landed. Sucks. Can you go wide with these giants we cast earlier? So nice. And let's just go wide. No Castle Embereth, no Torbran, but he can only block 1. Still get what, 5 damage in? It's good. Ooh, claim the firstborn. Nice. He does take damage for targeting it, but that's a nice hit. And he has Embercleave available, which would win the game. Oh no. What a guy. Thinking good game. Yeah, even if he just has another claim the firstborn. So many ways to win. Really definitely doing some shenanigans here. He's thinking on it, I guess. He's gonna do his Castle Embereth. I'm not 100% sure. Right, hits us for 9-10 there. Oh, we're accidentally blocking our own giants as well. So here's the metagame play. No. Bummer. Down to 2, and he cannot block, actually. So that's actually a win for us, you guys. Game. I cannot believe we got that. Whew. I don't mind the hand. Our opponent is on the play. We're on the draw, so we have the Bonecrusher Giant, which is nice. Unless I'm on the play, I always like to have a little bit of defensive abilities. Our opponent's running 77%, which I find unique. I've never really seen that a lot before. So, nice little 1-drop. It's a land, right? I guess you could call that a 0-drop. Let's try to push in, right? If he's ramping, fine. I guess we don't want to get into flash battle. That would annoy us. Hopefully it's just a general ramp deck. Trying to avoid Uro here and silencing my phone. Good golly. So he's tapped, which is a unique spot for us. We play our Fervent Champion, obviously. I'm debating not playing the Robber, but we probably should, just to maximize our damage.
early on in the game. We scoop a land, hopefully he needed it. Right, he played before us, and we have 3 land, he's got 2, and we just ate a land off the top of his library. He plays a Hallowed Fountain, it is slow into a Druid, so we have some sort of Bant shenanigans. And we're definitely ready to Embercleave at this point, which is pretty crazy. Let's just pace it out. Am I right? More haste, please and thank you. And let's just hit it old school this turn, and we'll Embercleave for the kill next turn. Making sure we spend our mana before we go to our attack phase, or else we're going to lose it. And then probably losing a robber here, but it could be worse. Taking 3 cards. There's a land, there's a land, there's another land. Oh no. I mean, he's got 4 mana on field, down to 3 now, I guess. So we want to lose our Bonecrusher Giants, we want to lose some Steamkins, we want to lose a Light Up the Stage, and we also want to lose a single Embercleave. I think it's going to be okay. So, lose 2 Steamkins, lose 4 Giants, we lose a Light Up the Stage, we lose an Embercleave. We're going to take our Berserkers, right? Protection from white. We're taking our Frenzy, just because that's like a new game interaction that's going to disrupt them. And then the Chandras, we find very nice value in those as well. And if he has an Uro, if he has something that we want to take, we're going to do just that, and we're going to take it. So let's see how this plays out. Our opponent was very fast at sideboarding. We are referencing a guide, which I will link to in the description below. 1 lands, I just don't see it, you guys, especially on 2 Light Up the Stages. We're gonna pass it, even though we had something nice, and I think we just let Claim the Firstborn go. That's more of a finisher for us. And we hold the 3 land and try to get to 4 as soon as possible. Maybe that's a little too soon. Heck, if we pull 2 more Fervent Champions, I'll allow it. Maybe some Scorch Spitters. That would be cool. Ooh. We're getting there, kids. We need to avoid Shatter the Sky. We'd really like to drop an Anax next turn as an insurance policy to protect us from that. At which point we'd get all the tokens and then could drop our Torbran. He should take Scorch Spitter if he has the opportunity to exile. He should also bounce Scorch Spitter.
Not going to sit this one out. Don't make. Let's try
Good.
this.
Oh no, Anax, you guys. What a sad day. So he needs a Plains. Kill Teferi and strike him down to 13. That limits an instant speed Shatter the Sky on our next turn. He needs to drop a Plains and do it here. If not, I think it's going to be game. Close our eyes, you guys. Put our heads down and we'll do a quick visualization. No peeking. I don't think so. I think that
This
was
isn't a fight you can win.
another.
Enough. Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Initiate doesn't have haste, which is a bummer. We're not going to get enough damage in because we're only going to get 3 in, which is not enough to take it out of our hand. So at least this way, we're just getting that 2 damage in. going even wider and ensuring that we have the kill next turn with our Torbran when we do drop it to the field. He's in search of a second plains. He could have taken it with Fabled Passage. Chose to take an island instead. I find this very interesting. Into a breeding pool tapped. Targeting our Grim Initiate. It is a good exile target, I guess. Okay, about to create. This is a sideboard option by our opponent, so he does know what he's doing. Very nice. He's about to create Timeless card against red. Alright. Let's lay him down, boys. Doing 12 damage here, unless he counters it. Oh, we're gonna put that on top. You're gonna have to deal with that next turn as well, my friend. And we're gonna go as far as drawing it into our hand this turn, play up the stage. Well, not into our hand, but away from his discard abilities. Not that he can do that. And we get a Fervent Champion, which is haste as well, so more good news. Even if he does shatter, we're hitting for 3. I do not mind. That's Mayo. Gonna pull out his Aether from his graveyard. Nice. I mean, it does something. We're still hitting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's still lethal. In so many ways. Good game. He can do the math. And that's that. Alright, you guys. That is our Mono-Red Best of 3 deck by Beelze, who reached top 8 Mythic rank. It does include the sideboard guide. Make sure to check out that link in the description below. Have it open to reference while you're playing your games so you're not making mistakes, and then you're going to learn adaptively and passively through osmosis of information, if that's a thing, how to be a better sideboarder and a better Magic player at that. And remember, if you're not failing, you're not learning. Thanks for watching, you guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon as well so you're notified of my future videos. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're live on Twitch every single morning, 6 a.m. PST. Join our Discord, link in the description below. There's so many things. I cannot keep you guys here any longer. Thanks for watching. Take care. Most importantly, have a great day. If you liked today's video, be sure to check out some of our other content. We built playlists for our guides for beginners, and then we also have our greatest hits, which is a collection of our most popular videos. You can also subscribe if you're interested in winning up to 500,000 gems. So do that, tap that like button, send this out to a friend who you think might be interested in it as well, and have a great day.